Hey, I made a word guessing game. So, once again, we're going to start from the top. Import random, import sys. So, we're going to pick a random word from a list, and then we're going to let the user guess. And that's pretty much the entire game, actually. So, starting from there, we go define, pick a word. So, we're going to read in our list. So, first, actually, we're going to pick a random number. So I know that there are 5,756 words on our list because I have the list. It's going to be in the GitHub repository for whoever wants it. Then from there, you read it in, you grab the content, you read it line by line since the words are separated by each line. So now we have an array with all of these words. So we pick a random one, we strip off the end. So we use this because at the end of each word, there's going to be a /n, which shows next line. And if we leave that in there, it's going to make things more complicated. It's going to want additional space at the end when you're comparing it, and it's not going to work. Okay, moving on. So we have our define main. So from here, we start it all. So pick a word, fill in what the guess is. That's going to be the user's guess. How many chances they have. I put it higher because the word list I took has more words than I know, and it's harder for me. Successful attempts, so I want to show the user which ones worked, which ones didn't, which ones are in there, even though you didn't get it head on, because, it's good to be nice. So if our word isn't correct, like the one that we just guessed isn't correct, then we're going to add this divider. I just added this, so you're not going to see it in the code below. But yeah, you're going to see this division, and then it's going to tell you how many chances you have left. So this is just to show what our beginning point is, because I didn't want to have you starting off the game and it's saying incorrect immediately. So from here, if it's not that, then it's going to decrement your chances and then tell you whatever. You didn't get it right, and if you have no more chances, it's over. And it's going to tell you the word. So apart from getting it wrong, you enter your word, print out the length of the word that you put in. If the length isn't correct, then, put in the right value, maybe. So our guess becomes the user's input. And from there, we're just going to go through letter by letter, comparing each letter. If I know, so if it does equal, then we put that into our successful attempts. If it's not, so if success.add guess value. Yeah, that should be fine. I think, yeah, I have it as a set. Yes. I didn't explain that before. Sorry. So a set or a hash set contains only unique values. So it doesn't matter if I keep adding into it the same thing. It's just going to have the one value. So that was my little confusion. So from there, if we did find one that's correct, we're going to print out O. And then I just want this, so it prints on the same line, but has a little space in between. And if it's wrong, same idea. And if blah, 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 word contains, then I'm going to add it onto the list, just in case. From there, we're going to print out all those lists, and that's kind of it. That's a pretty simple game. So if you want to look down here, I was playing it just to check that it still works. There is currently no check on if the word is even real. So if you wanted to do that, that would be an interesting thing that you do. Um, the layout is a bit choppy, so I did add some spaces that you can use later. So when you run it, it's going to be a lot nicer. Um, but yeah, a lot of extra chances. You could add different word lengths or languages. I've seen that. I think you can add colors into Python CLIs. I know you can do it for Node.js, but I'm not sure if you could do it for Python. That would be cool. But yeah, apart from that, that's it. Take what you will. See you around.